Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. I'm not doing too well right now. I am scratching my head. I am trying to figure out why I have 4 bricked Radeon 7s. Bricked, non-posting, no display out whatsoever, code 43. Well, code 43 on 3 of them, and one of them, this one here specifically, is completely dead. Doesn't show up anywhere. Doesn't recognize on anything. But these 3 XFXs, I just can't get them to work. And throughout this whole video, I'm just gonna explain, what I did, and I just can't put my head around it. I feel like I did everything by the book. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I didn't use any splitters. I triple checked all of the PCIe cables to make sure there weren't any special ones that had the middle contacts a little bit lower than the others. I had to make sure all that was okay. I triple checked, all the connections, and ultimately, I have 4 dead Radeon 7s, which I am actually in the process of trying to RMA. Sapphire would let me RMA, okay, so thank goodness to them. The 3 XFXs, I am still waiting to hear back if I can RMA these or not, and oh man, I hope I can. I really hope I can. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna go through and mention all the stuff, all the troubleshooting that I've done for these Radeon 7s. And the really funny thing first I want to mention is that these are all Hynix memory Radeon 7s. These 2 are Samsung memory Radeon 7s, and they work totally fine. No problems at all. These are the Sapphire editions. But these 3 are the XFX ones, and they had Hynix memory, and they have the code 43 in Windows. And I tried doing BIOS updating, and I actually tried to change the BIOS back down to version 1.05. They went to version 1.05, but still code 43, and I BIOS modded them back to version 1.06, and same thing, code 43. I tried these Radeon 7s on my single Radeon 7 rig over there, and as you guys know, I tested it with the dead Sapphire Radeon 7. That didn't work. And I tested it with these 3 Hynix XFX Radeon 7s, and same thing. They would show up in Device Manager, but I would get the code 43 on all 3 of these. So that is definitely something hardware related, as I have a Sapphire Hynix Radeon 7 there, which I bought back last year in April, and that one works no problem. That one's mining as we speak. So what's the deal here? What's this code 43? And it happens on any machine that I put them on these 3 GPUs. And I also tested it on just a regular PC, and all 4 cards, Radeon 7s, would not post, nothing would boot, and nothing would display out on this PC for these 4 Radeon 7s. So I just cannot figure out why initially I have 4 dead Radeon 7s. And as you guys know, I tested these cards before I built this rig, okay? You guys know, in this video here, coming up on the screen now, I tested all the 4 Radeon 7s, and they work totally fine in Windows. Granted, I did use a different motherboard, I did use an ATX power supply, all that kind of stuff. So, what am I attributing to these 4 dead Radeon 7s? What was it? Was it the power supply? Was it the PCIe cables that I used? Was it the risers? Was it the motherboard maybe? Was it I don't know, was it just my hands? I can't figure out why all 4 Radeon 7s would die like that. They just brick themselves. And this is seriously the first time I've had this. I've been just troubleshooting like mad. I've done different risers and different PCIe cables. I can't put my head around it. And now I've talked with a few other community members, and one community member mentioned to me, okay, since the server power supplies do only have the 6-pin, okay, out of the breakout boards, and you can see here the 8-pin has a Sense B and another ground, okay? So whether or not that helps with anything for the Radeon 7s, I don't know. So the PCIe specifications coming out of a server power supply actually may not be okay for the Radeon 7s. But again, why does it work on these two Radeon 7s? Why didn't these two Radeon 7s also die along with these Radeon 7s? Is there some kind of voltage control, overvolt protection, voltage protection, maybe for Samsung memory? Or, you know, maybe there wasn't good R&D for these Hynix Radeon 7s. And I was searching online. I'm gonna post a whole bunch here on the screen here. Other people have had issues with these XFX Radeon 7s, not only me. I'm not the only person. And I've been reading so many different things about the Radeon 7s online, and I have a video here, Gamers Nexus also posted. The Radeon 7 was one of the worst graphic cards in 2019, and there were so many different issues with drivers and overclocking and whatnot, and I don't know if, you know, I just had a huge wrong batch of Radeon 7s. Oh, another thing, I actually talked with the original seller, the original guy who I bought these from, and he actually RMA'd 3 of these Radeon 7s. I didn't know which ones, but he already RMA'd them, and he actually said that he was using server power supplies initially, and then with that, he had to RMA 3 Radeon 7s because they also bricked while he was using a server power supply. He moved towards 2 1200 watt ATX power supplies, and he never had issues since, okay? So I don't know if I want to contribute this problem to the server power supply. I'm kind of correlating things. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I've done everything by the book. I've played with server power supplies before. As you guys know, I have an RX 480 rig with a server power supply. I have an EVGA P104 rig with a server power supply using 6-pin to 8-pin adapters. I've had no issues with server power supplies up until now. And I don't know if the consensus is that it's the power supply or the Radeon 7s are at fault here because of their crappy R&D, maybe crap R&D of the overvolt protection, undervolt voltage regulation, whatever. It's just brutal, and it decided to just brick these Radeon 7s and their BIOS or something. And oh man, I tried everything, guys. I tried everything, literally everything you can think of in crypto mining to try to get these working. I think ultimately though, something just shorted in the cards. They just, again, I think they really have bad design. Something is wrong with definitely the 3 XFXs because they're showing the code 43, so different manufacturer. But then the Sapphire one, which has Hynix memory, obviously different manufacturing, has a different problem. It's just completely dead, doesn't post or anything, well, along with those as well. But at least the 3 XFXs show in Windows the code 43 error, which everyone online, you know, it shows like most likely a hardware failure of some sort. So let me know what you guys think. I am at a loss right now. I'm super sad. I'm super depressed. This in my whole life has never happened to me. As you guys know, I've made plenty of mining rigs, and you know, to have 4 Radeon 7s just die on me like that, I have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out, and I would like the experience from the community here. I've read some messages on Discord. There are actually a few other people that had the same issue as me before. They had to RMA the cards because they were getting the code 43, and they had DOA or dead on arrival Radeon 7s, and or maybe they were mining them for a couple weeks and then they decided to die. So very strange. I really wanted to get my Radeon 7 rig to work here, but after I've been reading everything online and what other YouTubers are saying, man, it's just crazy. But yeah, I want to thank the community. I've talked to a whole bunch of you already, and yeah, I think consensus here for me is that it's not the hardware that I was using, okay? I'm not gonna blame Nerd Gears for the power supply. That's awesome. They gave me this power supply and I'm so happy to try it. I don't think the power supply is to blame here or the cables or anything. I think it's just the R&D, the engineering of these Radeon 7s, and yeah, it's just they just suck. So anyways, my friends, let me know what you think. And I can't wait to read all your comments. I'm sure you guys have some funny comments to me. Ha, Red Panda, you destroyed 4 Radeon 7s. Yeah, haha, very funny. You know what? Maybe it's karma. Maybe it's karma. I deserve it. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but hey, this is a learning experience, definitely, for me. And I'm so glad I can show my failures on a platform like this and not so much get made fun of because of it. So, alright, thank you, my friends, for watching, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know when I can continue my Radeon 7 build, but of course, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna go cry in a corner right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.